Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's later in the day, but you wouldn't know that because it's still bright in here. But I want to do 2 looks, 1 palette because I'm about to get a shower and get ready for bed. I did not do a get ready with me this morning, but now I want to play with makeup. So I'm going to do a full face makeup. I think I'm going to do either Grounded or I'm undecided which one. Both of these are very pretty. We have the Grounded palette, which looks like this. It's from Illuminating. And I do feel like I'm seeing a lot of looks being done with this one right now, which makes me think I don't want to do 2 looks with this one right now. There's also the Adept, I think this is Adept Cosmetics, yes, Vivette palette. I'm thinking maybe doing 2 looks with this one. Or we have this one, but I feel like this palette, I'm probably going to end up using this one like for a whole week and just do a bunch of looks with it. This is the Bella Beauty Bar, I'm pretty sure, yes. Unoriginal Nudes. I mean, I will be using all of these at some point. This one I feel like this is redundant, like we've seen these shadows before, even though I'm excited and this palette here makes me happy. Some of you might not want to, that might be a bit boring for you, so we're not going to use that one. What the heck else is here? Oh, what's this? I need to smell this. This is a sample. I'm just trying to decide which one. Oh, this is my kind of scent. I asked for the sample of this and I forgot that I got it. Yes. Who is this by? Fleur? Yeah. What's up, babe?
Yes.
I know. Fleur Missing Person. Yep. Definitely. I'm going to be adding that to my wish list for Sephora. Wow. If you can get samples, get samples. I know, it just went quiet. That smells very clean and soft and pretty. I don't know. I don't know the scent in that. I just seen it in here in my... I have one of my drawers has new makeup in it that hasn't been used. Some of it's stuff that I swatched to show you guys, but otherwise I haven't used it yet. So I keep it in this drawer so that if I want to play with something new, I just go into my drawer. What do we want to do? If I went live, I'd be able to be like, which one do we want to do? My brain tells me, just based on what's floating around on YouTube right now, even though this is like an older palette, that you guys want to see me play with this one because it has color. And then some of you are probably like, this one, this is so pretty. This is fall. I think I did tell you guys I'm not buying the Illuminatrix Bonfire palette, at least not anytime soon. I did see the final reveal of the Bella, is it Bella Beauty Bar? With the Ellis collection. I already told Eden what I'll be getting from that. I don't know if Andy has seen it yet. But I don't know if this will tempt Andy or not. Andy's, to me, she's like, she's neutral, but she also, she does color. She likes shimmer. She likes sparkles. But, sorry, it's not Bella Beauty Bar. Blend Bunny. If you guys haven't yet, this is an all shimmer palette. I'm 100% going to buy that. And then they have 2 of these palettes here. Matte, this is all matte, all matte. Cool tone, warm tone. So if you're only like warm tones, instead of buying the big palette, so like both this palette and this palette are this big palette together, but they separated it into warm and cool so that if you don't like warm tones, then you just buy the cool tone palette. If you don't like cool tones, then you just buy the warm tone palette. Me, even though I will use all of this, I still would prefer to get the smaller ones because even though it ends up equaling the same amount of shades as the big one, and they're the identical shades, it's just they took the palette, split it, and separate it. I'm not a fan of huge palettes like this, so I'm going to end up ordering these 3 right here, and I think that'll be my thing for August, because I know what I have in my collection. The all shimmer palette, that's a heck yes, and then those the matte palettes, again, if you just want the mattes all in one palette, get the big one. If not, get the separate ones, or just get one of the separate ones. Because not everybody likes warm tones, not everybody likes cool tones. But I seen this and I was like, yep. So pretty. I will say this though, depending on who you see this swatched on, I haven't seen anybody on YouTube swatch this yet. But depending on who swatches this, like there's the, that's all shimmer. So pretty. So the warm tone palette, I can see a lot of people liking that one. Okay. The cool tone palette, possibly not. And the reason being, I've seen swatches, especially for this row right here, and some of this row, and they all look gray. Just varying variations of gray. I like gray. I'm excited. But yeah, I thought I'd throw that out there. I do buy all my own makeup. I don't get PR or anything like that. So yeah, here's it all together. And yeah, like I said, I am gonna order 100% gonna order the warm and the shimmer. And then I want to see a few more people my skin tone color. So I want to see swatches of the cool tone side. Yeah, that was Blend Bunny, right? Yeah. I don't know why I said Bella Vita Bar. Was there something I was looking at by them? Possibly. Anyways, we're going to use this one. My mind's made up now. So I think for blush, I do have new blushes that I haven't used yet. Why do these look... Kosas in the shade Blissed. It's a warm peachy pink. And then I do have the Haus Labs Color Fuse Glassy Blush Balm and Glassy Pomelo. And then the powdered one. Why does the powder look more peachy? I'm going to swatch these right quick. Because now I'm curious why the packaging, the stick looks pink and the other one doesn't. Yeah, that looks very pretty. And they look so pretty. No scent. I do also have another one, and which is why I also have a Glassy Ginger. That's such a nice everyday color. But I was thinking this would be a nice everyday color too. I'm not buying any more of the powder blushes from Haus Labs. This is the third one I have of them. I don't want any of the other ones. This is also Pomelo Peach, whatever you want to call it. This looks more, yeah. So there's the powder, and then there's the cream blush. So this definitely is more pink, and that's definitely peach. I wonder why they're not the same. But you want to know why though? Probably because this just says Glassy Pomelo, and then the powder says Pomelo Peach. But I think they will be very pretty together. I do want to swatch the Kosas blush. For Kosas blushes, I do have several. I think there was one more, but it's a shade where I'm not too sure about it online, so the next time we're at the mall, I'll probably go in and at least swatch it. Because that's like with the Dior blushes that I bought. That's one item I'm glad that I went in store and swatched them before ordering. Because one of the main shades I wanted, when I swatched it, I did not like it. So. But there is one more Kosas blush I would like to get. But it's one, like I said, I'm not sure how it's going to look. So this is the one Blissed. And this one's described as a peachy pink. That looks so pretty. Looks like mine's chipped a tiny bit over here, but very pretty. I bet you actually this might go over. Oh yeah, that's a nice soft peachy pink. That actually, I might do these two today actually. So we'll probably do this and this for cheeks. Let me put this basket back because I don't think there's anything else in there that I'm going to use today. All right, foundation. We will use the Hourglass, but first, you know what? No, I'm going to use L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I don't want to use the Hourglass one and then go straight to washing it off. Anyways, what have you guys done today? We've cleaned and then lazed around in bed. You gotta have try and get at least one lazy day a week. Tomorrow, I'm not sure. Nothing's planned. Probably another movie day or something. I finished the originals last night. And I wish it was a bit longer. I suppose I'm okay with how it ended, but at the same time, I'm not. I wish that they would have ended it. Okay, I'm going to spoil it. Elijah and Klaus are dead, okay? But here's the thing. The show's been done for a while, so there's that. I kind of wish the ending would have been them showing Elijah meeting up with Haley in the afterlife. Their afterlife, like their version of an afterlife. And then him giving her that dance that he had promised to give her one day. Because you'd have to watch the whole series. But yeah, when they initially first met, they didn't know who each other were. This is before she met Klaus, I believe. Like way before. Like, to my understanding, Elijah had actually met Haley long before Haley came into the picture. And then I think they forgot. Or whatever. Anyways, because they met in, I don't remember. Don't mind me. Anyways, he had promised her a dance if they ever met again or whatever. And so I kind of was hoping that when that's how they would have ended the show, after he was dead, he would have met up with Haley in the afterlife because she was waiting for him. And I say that because Klaus and Haley's daughter, Hope, momentarily she died, and she had seen Haley with all her wolf people and stuff. And Haley had told Hope, I don't know if she told her or not, but I think she did. Sometimes when I'm watching TV, I'm not fully paying attention, but she had told Hope that to tell Elijah that she was still waiting for him to give her that dance. So I was kind of hoping when he died that they would have went out at the end of the show showing those two meeting up and having that dance he promised her. Yeah, I've come to the conclusion that I like the originals way better than Vampire Diaries. I know people like Vampire Diaries because of the Salvatore brothers, which, yeah, whatever. No, I like the originals better. I like Elijah. He's my favorite. And then at first I wasn't sure how I felt about Haley, but Elijah and Haley's my favorite. But I also like Rebecca. Anywho, foundation's on. It's nice. Let's use ABH contour. This definitely, I've said this before, there's still quite a bit of product in here. This is definitely on the drier side compared to other sticks that I have. Like, it's nice, but I won't repurchase this one. I don't reach for it very often. It does blend nicely. It does make me intrigued to buy the other one, the newer one, but I don't know. Like I said yesterday's Get Ready With Me, I think. Or it was the weekly roundup video. I can't remember which one. I have favorites, so I don't know. I was on Sephora again today. Didn't order anything, just on there looking. And I was even looking at the what's new section. Some of the stuff looks nice and is intriguing, but I think I kind of want to stick to what's my favorites that I'm constantly gravitating towards, and just when those are gone, repurchase them. Or if I find a lip product that is a favorite, just stick to buying that brand, or not just that brand, but that lip product. And just randomly try new things. I have like a coffee candy in my mouth, like a hard candy.
What?
What? Yes, I took one. I'm debating if I want to wash my hair tonight or tomorrow. Does anybody else wash their hair like once a week and then just leave it? I can, because I don't have oily scalp. Teenager me and younger me had oily scalp and hair, but past several years, 5 years, I have dry scalp. Sometimes my scalp gets itchy, and washing doesn't help it. Okay, that's pretty. For bronzer, I'm thinking I'm going to do bronzer and highlight. So we will throw, I'm going to wash my brushes, I think. What time is it, babe? Is that only 7:45? I think I'll probably wash my brushes before we shower.
Yeah, 22.
I also want to play around with this palette and do 2 looks, just to kind of get a vibe or a drive of possible looks that I might want to do, especially on days where I go to work. This week here, I'm just using whatever makeup. I'm not going to do, at least this week, I'm not going to do one brand of eye, like I do at Odin's Eye. But I do have a lot of Natasha Denona palettes. Ensley Rain, I think right now I have 9 palettes. ABH, ColourPop, Morphe, Elf. Someone said they wanted me to do, I'm not saying no, but I have to see. If it requires me to go out and buy it, I won't. Okay, for Elf, because someone said they like or they have the e.l.f. 4-pan palettes. I have 2 of the 4-pan palettes, but the rest of the e.l.f. palettes I have are the 10-pan ones. So I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 e.l.f. palettes. Natasha Denona, I have probably the most palettes, maybe. Yeah, I think I own the most eyeshadow from Natasha Denona, because I have quite a few of the bigger palettes back there, and then I have 6 of her of this size. I don't have nothing new from her for the past year, maybe. Only because I've gotten more into the indie brands. So there's some brands I have like literally one palette, so I won't do that, but off the top of my mind, I'm like, what other brands do I have a lot of? Huda. I could also do Huda. Trying to think of who else I could do. Blend Bunny. I think I have enough bronzer on. That's pretty. I probably will wash my hair tonight. Okay, and I do want some highlighter on. But here's the question. Well, I'm going to take some of this Rare Beauty liquid highlighter. And then this is such a pretty color. And I'm just gonna go like this. And then blend this in. Yeah, I'm gonna wash my brushes tonight so that I can fill this with new brushes for this week. That's a pretty color. Very pretty. And I do like how these are, like this really clicks on here, so that is not gonna make a mess everywhere. Okay. Face powder. I kind of organized these two drawers earlier. I do have the main of most of my makeup here now, but there's a shelf back there that has a lot of my eyeshadow palettes. And do I try and use this again? I'll use this with the Rimmel one in case it ends up being too much of what I don't like. And I'm going to put some lip gloss on for now while we sit here. This is a gloss or an oil? Oil. And that's the Gisou, the watermelon one. All right. Oh, I had that there. That was what that was for. Okay. And we'll use this one here. And then we'll take some of this e.l.f. one. Then we will go into, let me open up this eye palette. I think that we'll do the Blissed one. I think that shade will go nice. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this yet, but we're definitely gonna just play with it. I feel like this split, we'll do Blissed. It's a nice peachy pink. And I was like, I'm definitely missing a color like this. Very pretty. So much for our severe thunderstorm.
Yeah.
We had a little rumbling of thunder, and then now we got blue skies. After they said we have a severe thunderstorm warning. That's pretty. Bless you.
Thank you.
And then I do want to put some highlighter on. This is the Give Beauty highlighter. Nice soft glow. I noticed some of the kids at work, their highlighter looks silver, almost like they're packing it on, or like the undertone of whatever they're using is not correct for their skin. You know what I mean? I like that blush color. All right. Now, what are we missing? Eyebrows. I'm going to use this one here. The Planetary Precision Brow Gel. It's from Lovecraft Beauty. There is a... what do you call it? Thingamabob on here. Liquid. Like a liquid pencil. I heard that a good brow product like this to get is probably it's from NYX. I just don't know, like, if you want like precise brow hairs that look real, but I feel like the way I do my brows, sorry, I like going in fast, so I don't know if I'd have be the best person to use a brow product like this, because I do just like to go in super fast and not really precise. What do you call this? Like, it looks like a liquid eyeliner, but it's a liquid brow liner, I guess. Alright, I think they look okay. There is a brow pencil on the other side, but I'm just going to leave that alone for now. There's actually quite a bit of product in here, so I'll leave that alone for another time. Alright, let's get into the eyes. I'm just going to grab some brushes. Come back. All right. Okay, how do I want to start this out? I got a cloth so I can wipe brushes off on. I think I'm going to start out with Après Lavi, whatever. I'm going to start with the shade here. Tap this right here. So I'm going to do two different looks on both my eyes. Just so I can get a feel for the formula. I do have a couple of other palettes from Adept, but I find that the Amy's Love one's my favorite, but I haven't really pulled much into them. Like at the moment, it's not a favorite formula of mine. Like currently my top two favorite indie eyeshadows is Ensley Rain and Odin's Eye. I haven't played enough, I know I haven't played enough with my Glaminatrix or Bella Beauté Bar or Blend Bunny. Only thing about this palette that I don't like is there's not a neutral shade in here for blending out. I'm gonna take that same shade, put that on the lower lash line. And I'm actually going to go into the shade Ink, which is this black. I'm going to go into that one. We shall see what happens here. I don't use black shadow for the most part. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna go back into that first color. And just blend over the edge of this. Yeah, it sucks that there's like not a brown or something in here. This is one palette I want for a very long time. I didn't want it though to use it on its own. I wanted to use it with other palettes. But I want to see what I end up doing with it. I'm going to dip back into that black shade called Ink. If I make a mess, don't be like, oh no, she's gonna ruin it. You watch and see what we do. I just dip more back into that Ink shade, which is the black. Nothing on this brush. I think I'm going to go into the shade Barnaby Blue. And put that out here as well. But mostly on the lid. And I take it right across the lid. I'll just leave that part right here alone. And yeah, it's called Barnaby Blue, this one here. I'm just gonna put more on here. That makes like a nice navy blue. I'm gonna go back into this one here, Ivory. And just blend over the edge. And then I'm gonna go back. Oh, actually, you know what? I won't. I'll wait till the end. Okay, I think I want to use I'm trying to see what the shifts look like. I think I want to use this one here, Magic. We'll start it with this one, and then I want to use another one. Or do I want to do... I feel like this one does not have a shift, and either does that one. Let me see. Gosh. Very pretty. Those ones don't have shifts, which nothing wrong with that. I kind of want something with a shift. What about this one? Okay, that one's definitely shifty. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this one here called Nyak. I don't know. I'm going to take this one first. Put this in the middle and then outwards. That's a pretty color. This shade feels a little bit gritty, like I can feel the glitter. And then I'm gonna take the shade Magic, this one right here. That's pretty. Me using this palette too, without bringing in like a neutral palette to work with it, helps me also be a bit more creative with what I would do. So like maybe you guys have this palette and it's sitting in your collection because you're like, what do I do? I know like the shades for the mattes in here are, to me, they are a bit off-putting because it's like, unless you're someone who does do straight up colorful eye looks, like if you do colorful eye looks, like my friend Chris would probably start this look out with this blue or this green. And she'd have no problem not bringing in a neutral color at all. Me though, my go-to is having at least one neutral color that I could either use, like either like a beigey skin tone color for like blending out, or a brown that so that I could get something going on out here while bringing in some color. If you guys get what I'm going for. These shimmers are so pretty. I'm gonna go back into the Nyack. I don't even know. N-Y-A-C-K. I'm just gonna say Nyack because I have no idea. Anyways, those two colors together are very, very pretty. I'm gonna take this brush and dip just slightly into the black and just go out here. And then I might take something here in a second and just clean up a little bit up here. Nothing crazy though. That is pretty though. I don't wear eyeliner, but if you did, I think a black liner across the top lashes and false lashes would actually look really nice. I don't do false lashes either. Don't ask me to, because I won't do it. It would just be a waste of money for me. I do have some of the glitter down here, but I think it's okay. Now, I am going to clean up because that's what I would do. If I was going to leave the house like this, yeah, I would definitely clean that up. I'm going to use the Rimmel Multitasker Wake Me Up. You can use your foundation, honestly. But I'm going to use this just to try and clean up a little bit up here. But I also don't want it to look too, what do you call it? Perfect. That's pretty. I'm going to leave that there like that. So that's look one with this palette. Put this cover on just in case. Wipe that off in case I need it for the other eye. So the first look is kind of like, you know, we'll say it's smoky glam on this side. I do like I like those shimmers together. You could definitely go in more with the black. I'm not going to though. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna not use these brushes again because I want to use different ones. These got to get washed. Now for the second look, I'm gonna start out with, I'm just gonna start out with something I normally would not start out with. We're gonna start out with Tucho, this one here, this pink, and it's pink. And I'll probably pull in the purple and the green as well at some point. But we're going to start with that pink color. Kind of like packing it on a little bit and then blending it inwards. I'm going to go into the purple called Zanmi, this one here. I want this on the inner part of my eye. And like blend that into the pink. And just build it up until, okay, there we go. Build that up till it is where I want it. And then I'm gonna go back into that pink. Okay, so it looks like that. I think I want to take that purple shade on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take another brush. I'm going to go into that green. It's called Vivette Paris or Paris. I don't know. But we're going to go into this green. Because let's see what this does. It might end up looking not as vibrant. I feel like sometimes the looks look like they're going to be ugly, but you got to wait till you get the shimmer on. And then the look really comes together. This brush, nothing on it. I think I actually want to take some of that green on the lower lash line too. Okay. I'm dipping into the pink and the green together. Okay. For this one, I know I definitely want to use, I think I'm going to use this shade here and this shade here. So this one's called President Klaus, and then the other one's Vivette. I don't know. We're going to use these two though. And I think I'm going to do this one first. Crap, I need to use my other fingers. Let's see. I had to say my other hand. Oh, wow. Let me swatch the other one first so I can figure out where I want what. I want this one on the outer and this one on the inner. Okay. So I guess I'm going to switch that around. We're going to do Vivette first. I know sometimes like when I'm doing my looks, it can look like I have no idea what I'm doing, which I don't. I'm just playing and mixing the colors because that's what I like to do. But I swear, just like this eye, once you get the shimmers on, the looks come together. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh my. I kind of want to use this palette with the Amy's Love palette because the Amy's Love palette's currently my favorite Adept palette. The shimmer, like the shimmers is what gets me. Like you see how like this shimmer, it's on like the darker part out here, so it looks one way and then so pretty. And that's just the shade Vivette. So pretty. See, if I would have come on and done this morning, I probably would have done something completely different. Like when I got up this morning, my mindset was doing some devotional stuff and Bible, which I did, and cleaning. Like I did not, like I came over here with the intention to like sit down, hit record and do my makeup, and I was just like, no, that's not what you're doing this morning. So I went and did what my brain was telling me and pushing me to go do, which was my Bible stuff. So that's what I did. And if I would have done the makeup first, I probably wouldn't have even grabbed this palette. I probably would have done the other one. All right, let's take this one, which I cannot pronounce, and put that one on the inner part. Oh, these are so pretty. I like doing these two looks, one palette at the same time. So pretty. I know, it's like how many times? Look at that. And those two just blend so seamlessly together because they both have like a shift of pink to them, but they're both different. Like this one has like more of a blue to it, which hopefully we'll see when I'm gonna grab the mirror in a second. I'm debating if I want to throw more green out here or some of the black as well to kind of make the two eyes look cohesive. Like they're obviously different, but if you want to make a look kind of cohesive, you kind of want to do the eyeshadow the same way, like the way you're laying it down in the areas and whatnot. Do I want to do black? A little bit of black out there? Maybe I'll do some of the green and then a little bit of the black. Just right here. I can't tell you what side at the moment I like more. I think both are pretty. And then like whatever's left on this brush, I'm going to run it down here too. So like I said, try and keep the look cohesive, but obviously both sides are different. So pretty. This brush, nothing extra on it. I feel like this side I don't need to go in to clean it up. I almost feel like I need to go a little bit darker. I'm going to dip into the green, the pink, and the black. You know, I got like this. I don't have like full-on hooded eyes because you can still see my eyelids. But like I do have this. I wouldn't want mine up like this. That would be weird. Look like an alien. I kind of like how it looks right now. I like how it looks right now, but I think that's as good as I should do so I don't ruin it. Nothing on this brush. So pretty. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can clean this one up too, just a tiny bit. I'm not leaving the house. I guess it doesn't really matter, but kind of want to keep both. There we go. Let me see. I see so many different colors on this side. I see peach and pink and purple and like a slight gold. And I do currently have concealer in my eyebrows. Like I said, I'm not leaving the house, so it's not like anyone's like, oh my gosh, what'd you do? I don't know if I have a favorite side right now. I do want to see though if you guys can pick up any of, oh yeah, at this angle right here. Very pretty. Oh, can you see the green pop through on this side? So pretty. All right. So we have used every single color in here except for 2 shades. We didn't use Belle Marron, which is this one right here. And we did not use Histoire, this one right here. But we used every other shade between the 2 eyes. And my first impressions are, I like it. Will I use this palette again on its own? Probably not. Just straight up. Chances are, I'll probably grab at least a single matte shadow that's either like a brown or a beige to use with this. At least one single. That would be ideal for me. But yeah, so far so good. I like both these looks. No, you don't have to use the amount of shadows that I did, but you know, it's nice. I like it. We are going to, if I was like, what else would I do if I was going out? I got enough blush. I'm going to do a little bit more face powder. And then I'll set my makeup. Yes, I'm still going to do that, even though I'm just going to go jump in the shower. What do they call this kind of video? I know I've watched one or two, like a couple of years ago, where people would, before they go take a shower, they would go and do full beat makeup. I don't call this full beat, but they tend to do way better makeup than what I do. Look at those shimmers. This look over on this side kind of reminds me of a look that I would create with the Blend Bunny Longing palette. This is a look that I could definitely recreate using that palette. This look though, I can tell you right now, I don't have anything off the top of my head that I could recreate this look with. Not with these shimmers. The mattes. Do I have these mattes? Maybe. I doubt it though. But these shimmers, no. This one though, I could definitely, the Longing palette's the first palette that popped into my mind where I can see me creating a very similar look. I like these shimmers, so pretty. Let's spray the face. I'm gonna use the Rimmel Stay Matte Fix and Go. Just making sure there's no sparkles on here. And I might do some more. I might do a little bit more blush. And don't worry, we'll do mascara. This is very pretty. Would I wear these looks to work? I definitely this side. This side, I don't know. Would I? Is it too dark for work? Oh my goodness. Those shimmers. You know, if I was doing closing shift, yeah. Like, look how smooth and blended those went together. Like I said, I'm not an expert or a pro. I'm self-taught with my makeup. I just like sitting down, doing my makeup. Do we say, if you're new here, you don't know this, but my husband and son, they're the ones who kept bringing up, like a couple of years ago, when I say a couple, like 3-4 years ago, multiple times they told me, why don't you just like record yourself doing your makeup and posting it? And I kept saying no, no one would watch me or whatever. And then here we are. A couple of years later, I decided to do that just for kicks. And then people started watching. And so I kind of changed up what I was doing or talking about while I was doing my makeup. And for the most part now, I just come on and do my makeup. I talk minimal about family. Mostly for privacy reasons, stuff like that. But yeah, now it's just me sharing my enjoyment of sitting here doing my makeup. I have a couple of coworkers who are currently trying to find my YouTube channel. And they're like, oh, we don't know your last name. And I was like, that's fine, because my last name's not on my channel. And now that I say that, I need to double check. They don't know my last name, but I need to double check that. They're like, why don't you want us watching you? One, I feel like I completely catfish. This is my opinion. I think there are days where when I do my makeup, I look exactly the same as without makeup, just with eyebrows. But then there's other times where I feel like I look like a goblin monster, and then I look like someone completely different once my makeup's done. You think that's funny? You know how like, people catfish? Like, I feel like my coworkers might be like, man, like, you catfish us. You don't look like this in real life, even though I'm standing in front of them. I mean, I feel like when I do my makeup, that's why I feel like me going to work with makeup on is why they think I look younger than what I actually am. Also, it depends on how I have my makeup on. I feel like I look better when I have the least amount of makeup on. Especially doing heavy eye makeup does not help at all. I feel like heavy eye makeup can make some of us look older, myself being included. I kind of want to put a little bit of this blush on too. But yeah, I was like, I told them, they're like, why don't you want us watching you or knowing your channel? And I was like, I don't know. I'd be kind of embarrassed to have you kids watching me doing my makeup. And they're like, well, what do you talk about us? And I'm like, well, I don't really give names, but yeah, sometimes I do talk about work. Kind of want, I just put some more of the e.l.f. powder over. I do want to get another. Okay, that's not too bad. What size your favorite, guys? All right, for lips. That lip oil soaked in nicely. I feel like someone's gonna be like, put something dark on. I actually was wearing this earlier today, like early this morning. It's from Judy Doll. And it just says, nothing's on, I can't read the language on here, but it just says number 4 on the bottom. It has like this metal applicator. And it definitely is like a tinted lip oil is what I would describe it as. I really like it. Is that what I would wear with this look? Possibly. You know what? I need my glasses because sometimes wearing my glasses helps me decide better. Yeah, I would wear this lip. Okay. We're gonna wear Judy Doll. Number 4. That's what I'll put in the description. I don't know though. Like there's no name. It just says Judy Doll. And it's the silver and clear packaging. Not me putting the lip liner on only to wipe it off. I feel like some of us just don't look good at lip liner. Yeah, that'll do. This is, I'll write it down in the description box, but it's the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil, Wherever Walnut. I decided to, not decided, I thought about getting another 1 or 2 of these because I do like them, but I don't use it enough to justify buying anymore. The lip looks fine. Alright. Actually, a cool tone lip probably would look better with this. I like how this applicator feels. I don't know why I don't like, I've said this before, I don't like bold eyes and bold lips, and I consider this bold lip. Especially with these eyes. We'll do the Essence Lash Like a Boss because this is a good mascara. I don't know what side I like more. I'm kind of leaning towards this because I like the peachy pink purple that I see as I like look in the mirror. But then like I see like I do see a hint of pink over here too. So pretty. Hey, guess what, guys? Instead of ordering supper today, I made supper. I really was thinking heavy on ordering takeout for today. But we had a French bread, garlic bread in the fridge. It's 10 days past. But I made it into garlic bread pizza. We all ate it, so I checked it thoroughly to make sure it wasn't moldy. I think because it was in the fridge, it stayed good. But that's what we had for supper.
Way to poison us.
I'm not poisoning you guys. There was no mold though, so I think it's okay. Although I will say Matt did go to the bathroom almost immediately, and that was disgusting.
Thanks, mate.
I don't think it was from that though. Because this morning, again, we could have gone to Tim Hortons and had a nice breakfast. But for the past, week or two? I don't know. So Tim Hortons has these farmer's wraps, which are good, but I've been making them at home, at least on my days off for Matt and I, and they're good. So we had those. I made farmer's wraps for breakfast. I only ate half mine because I could not eat the full thing. And then, yeah. I'm more thirsty today than I am hungry.
I'm gonna have that last piece.
Of what?
That garlic pizza.
David did. David it was I cut it into 4 for the 4 of us.
David's up?
Yeah, you didn't see him come out?
No.
Alright, wait a minute. Did he come out?
Exactly.
Go see if it's there though. Leave it. That's his.
I guess I'll leave it. Make his own supper.
I swear I thought he came out. Did he not? Why, are you still hungry?
Yeah.
Well, you know, our parents would say, make a sandwich. Definitely looks better with mascara on. Do you guys have that kind of parents, or did you? Growing up, where if you said you were still hungry or that, they'd be like, make a sandwich. Or if you're just hungry in general, it's make a sandwich, have an apple. These shimmers are so pretty. How many times can I say that? Not enough times, okay? I don't know how long this one's been open, but I feel like it's been open to the point now where, like, it's perfect. Like, it's not, yeah. I googled earlier today if I could play the radio in my background while recording on YouTube. It says you can, but it's best to have it turned down just for copyright reasons, so I can still hear it. But I kind of wish I could have it a bit louder. Because of copyright, it's why I don't record when I go to Walmart anymore. But we also barely go to Walmart anymore now. I think since January, we have barely been there. But we might have to start going back. Because we got groceries last night when I got off work, from my work. And we literally had 2 bags and it was like $300 and something. We came home and we're like, some of these items were free and then like everything was on sale. And like, how is $300 worth of groceries fitting in 2 bags? So I don't think my employee discount is enough for me to be like, yeah, let's shop at my workplace. I think my workplace is a good place to shop when they have like super duper deals on, but otherwise, heck no. Told Matt, like, we're just better off going back to how we were shopping before. Because my workplace is just, we've been getting groceries from there for past couple of months. It's too expensive. My employee discount's not doing much for in the way of like saving. We're just gonna stick to Costco for some of our things, which we still do. But I think we're gonna either go back to Walmart or Superstore. I'm not gonna put a ton of mascara on. I think that's enough. Anyways, let me know what side you guys like best. Do you have this palette? If you don't have it and you're like, wow, Tammy, you made me want to go buy this, stop. Stop and actually think about it. Because you heard what I just said. The likelihood of me using this on its own, not likely. I will be bringing in either a single matte shadow that's like beige or brown, or bringing in like an all matte neutral palette to use with this one. So if me doing these looks has you thinking like, oh, you want to go buy it, really put some thought into it before you do so, because you want to make sure it's going to be worth, let's just say, the investment. Because even though eyeshadow has lifespan, like shelf life, we all know we keep our palettes for decades. As long as it still works and isn't causing eye infections, it's good. Or mold. If you get mold, then you gotta get rid of it. But, very pretty. If you have this, maybe dig it out especially if you're not using it because of the matte shades in here. So pretty. I'm definitely glad that I finally bought this palette. This one's been on my radar since it came out, but I did not buy it. And I finally bit the bullet and bought it because it also went on sale. And I was able to buy it from inside the country I live in. Anyways, this is the makeup look. 2 looks, 1 palette, and I like it. I'm thinking I like both sides. If I had to choose though, I think I would choose this side. I just like how every angle I'm seeing different pops of different colors. I mean, this side's also very nice. I can't see actually. I'm more blind in this side than the other side. But both sides are pretty. Let me know what you guys think. Is there an eyeshadow palette that's currently on your radar? You want to know something I've been thinking about? Canceling my Ipsy or my BoxyCharm subscription. I'm going to get it for August, but I think I'm going to put more thought into it if I'm going to continue on the rest of this year. The reason being, a lot of my boxes have been great, and I'm using probably 90% of what I've been getting in my boxes. That being said, although I do get a good discount on like the Makeup by Mario foundation and stuff like that, I could just not get the BoxyCharm box, and then when I run out of the Makeup by Mario foundation, go buy the foundation. Instead of getting the box plus getting the foundation from Ipsy, you know. Secondly, I do like picking out all my own makeup. So with BoxyCharm, you do get to pick out a couple of the products that you're getting in your box, but you don't get to pick out all of them. So they do end up picking 2 or 3 items for you. And sometimes you get them and you're like, I'm not going to use that. Or you get something that you already have and you're kind of stuck with it unless you give it away. And that's the thing. I already have 1 palette. I have a Natasha Denona bronze palette in a giveaway box for when I hit 1,000 subscribers, because I got that in last month's BoxyCharm box. I already own that palette. And then for August, which is the Icon box, I do want to get that one, but I know for a fact there's a Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette in there, and I'm pretty sure it's one of the ones I already have, so that's going to end up going in the giveaway box as well. Mind you, I could just go ahead and cancel my BoxyCharm subscription box now and not get the Icon box, but then I wouldn't have that palette to put in the giveaway box. Not that anybody would really care, but I think that would be fun for people to get. But then my concern with that is this an old batch of the Patrick Ta palettes, or is it from the new batch that's out? Because it would suck for it to be from like the old original batch and it's moldy. I don't know. I have a couple of days left to decide if I'm going to stick with BoxyCharm for August or if I were to cancel it. Part of me is kind of leaning towards canceling it because like I said, I do like picking up my own makeup, and I've done this before. I go back and forth between getting BoxyCharm and not getting it. And right now I kind of feel like I'd rather just go to Walmart or Sephora or whatever and just pick out what I actually want. Yeah. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I'll probably have my mind made up here. Well, I think by Monday I like to have my mind made up of what I want to do. But that's what I've been thinking about since, I think like Tuesday or Wednesday. Do I want to continue with the BoxyCharm? I know it's fun getting a box and opening it and be like, oh! And I have found some of my favorite perfumes in there. But again, I can just go to Sephora and smell the perfumes and stuff, and then buy ones that I actually want and that I would really wear. I think I'm leaning, though, at this point to canceling BoxyCharm and just sticking with my Sephora and random orders that I do. Yeah. Anyways, drop your thoughts down below. Hopefully you guys like this. I'm gonna say impromptu because I wasn't intending on coming here at all today. But then Matt's like, yeah, go do it. Because I told him, I was like, you know, I kind of feel like going and doing my makeup for fun before I shower. Plus, I really want to try these palettes, but maybe I'll do Ground It tomorrow. I don't think we're doing anything tomorrow. Even if we do, I could still come on and do a get ready with me before we end up doing whatever, which top of my head, I feel like we should have another lazy day before we go back to work. Alright, I'm gonna skedaddle. And, yeah. I'm gonna get out of here. Alright, guys, thanks for watching, and yeah. Man, both sides are pretty. It's like, lean back. You gotta kind of lean back, though, to see the... Oh, like, can you see, like, the bit of pink here, or peach? Alright, I'm gonna go, because I could literally just sit here like this. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, hanging out with me, and until tomorrow or Monday, have a good one. Thanks for watching.